Hello and welcome to the online 7-day micro course, New Beginnings. It's a 7-day program to heal, grow, and thrive. This whole course is a journey, so from start to finish is going to be jammed packed. So please, I implore you to get super friendly with the pause button and make sure that you do this at your own pace. I have to go through it at a certain rate, but that doesn't mean that you have to too. It's a 7-day course, but you can do it in one day or you can do it in 7 months. It's completely up to you. You're autonomous. It's your power. It's your time. So allow me to introduce you to who I am and why I'm doing this. My name is Gemma Sayer and I am the breakup coach. And I have been a breakup coach for about 3.5 years. Now, when I talk about being a breakup coach, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be romantic. Sometimes it's shedding the old self, sometimes it's shedding a significant partner or a bond that you might have had that is no longer serving you. So when we talk about the breakup coach, and if a romantic relationship doesn't necessarily suit you or fit, please feel free to view this in a way that is best going to serve you, because these tools are transferable across many different sectors. So, why a breakup coach? Well, because I went through my own journey of finding my own identity, how I wanted to thrive in this world. I was very lost for a very long time, and I will talk about a lot of my journey throughout these 7 days as well. And if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. You can do that via the website, which is www.lyl-lifecoaching.co.uk, or you can email me at info@lyl-lifecoaching.co.uk. Now, there are going to be times where you may ask me questions, and I will use those questions without any sort of name or reference to the person that's asking them. So you will have complete and utter um, privacy, but I will answer those questions a lot of the time in the subscribers list. So this is a free subscribers list. You can go onto the website and you can subscribe for free. And each week I send out a newsletter, and sometimes it's covering the questions. I might do it on a live within the website if you're on the members group. So there's lots of different aspects, and I really don't want you to miss out on any of the content at all. So feel free to subscribe or to become a member. So welcome to the 7-day micro course. Well, this is about heal, grow, and thrive, and this is a journey. So this is a 7-day journey, but as I said, it's completely up to you how you fulfill this. I want you to feel in control. This is your time. It's a transformative micro course. You won't just learn to cope with the end of a relationship, you'll learn how to thrive beyond it. Whether you're looking at a breaking up from a partner or whether it's breaking away apart from your old self and old identity, I'm going to go in an intense version of self reflection. I'm going to really help you get to know yourself on a really deep level. We do that through values, through beliefs, through rules, looking at how you see yourself. We look at observation of those things within you and how they're driving you forward, whether you're avoiding pain or you're pursuing pleasure. We're going to go into a really deep dive into all of these aspects. So, what you're going to need a pen and a journal. Now, whether you journal through a digital format, whether it's done through your phone, whether a camera, whether a computer, it's completely up to you, or whether you just use a good old fashioned diary. I would recommend a diary because we want to be making those thoughts and feelings physical. I want you to be using your mind and your hand to be able to just freely write. But if a digital journal suits you best, or a voice note, please feel free. A cup of tea, a cup of herbal tea, some warm drink, something that's going to make you feel hydrated and looked after and comforted. So at the beginning of each day, each section of this course, I want you to really get yourself into a space of comfort, and that's going to allow you to be able to receive as much information as possible. So that includes a blanket. Now, I know that when I'm learning, the more comfortable I am, the more I'm going to be willing to receive. So a blanket is always a good one for me, and I use a weighted blanket. I've suffered with anxiety my whole life, and I'm on a pathway to healing. And so I use a weighted blanket to really start to get me into that parasympathetic nervous system. And earphones or earbuds, just so this is your time. So you can kind of block out the outside world and allow to give yourself permission that this is your time. And the most important, room to breathe. There's going to be a lot of content in this course, and I want you to give yourself lots of time to breathe. There are times throughout this course where you're going to feel uncomfortable. It's unavoidable. We are doing a deep dive into yourself, who you are, and what are your drivers. And they're there for a reason. And a lot of the time, it's to keep you safe. Your mind has designed them. They're normally coping strategies in order to keep you safe in this space. But there's sometimes a bit of cognitive dissonance. And what that means is that you're living a life with feelings that aren't agreeing with the external world. And so what can happen is it can bring up a discord, a fight between your environment and your mind, and this can make you feel uncomfortable. So I want you to ask yourself some powerful questions when you feel uncomfortable and like you just want to switch off and do no more. I want you to ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And answer it in your journal or just in your mind if that feels right at the time. What is causing this discomfort and unease? And is there something I need to address or process? And what can I do to support myself in this moment, which is probably the most important question. And you know the answer because you know how best to support you. I'm just going to try and open the doors to allow you to understand what that might be for you. So let's talk about the actual course itself. Day one, we're looking at the autonomy of a breakup, understanding what we're moving on from because we don't know where we're going until we know where we've come from. And day two, we're looking at Healing 101, emotional and mental first aid. And this is going to give you lots of tools in order to ground yourself in the moment and start to really help with looking at the other aspects of who you are and what's driving you forward. The art of letting go, so from grasping to grace. And this is about letting go of parts of yourself that no longer serve you. And then we've got rediscovering yourself and mapping your personal values. So we're going to be looking at beliefs, values, rules. There's going to be lots of introspective work. Transforming pain into power, where we start to look at your pain points and we start to look at whether you're trying to avoid pain or pursue pleasure. And then we're thriving ahead, which is designing your future self. And we're going to finish off with a comprehensive action plan because I don't want to give you all of this information and leave you with no way to implement it. Something I also want to just mention is that throughout this course, in the days in themselves, I'm going to be doing meditations and I'm also going to be doing workbooks. So like I said at the beginning, I want you to get really, really comfortable with that pause button because sometimes it may not be appropriate. Sometimes you may not be in the mindset and you need to do this at your own pace. So make sure that you are using that pause button and you are taking your time and doing this at your pace. Day one is jammed packed. So please don't feel information fatigue. Make sure you take it in your own space and you're ready to write things down. And if a question comes up, because I ask a lot of powerful questions, if it comes up and you need more time, give yourself that time. So we're going to start off with a short meditation. Take a breath. Take a moment. Take a breath and allow yourself to get into a really comfortable space. This is your time. And if you don't have time, please pause and come back when you can. Maybe it will be before bed or a time where you have to really take this in. And I want you to begin by finding a comfortable, seated position or laying down somewhere. You can use a blanket and just get yourself into a really soft position. And take a deep breath, allowing the air to fill your lungs. And as you exhale, release any tension or stress from your body. Take a moment to connect with your inner strength and power. Visualize a warm golden glow and a light that's just going around the center of your being. This feeling is going to be recognized and comfortable and familiar and bright and golden, and you can feel it encompassing your whole body. Feel this light expanding with each breath, filling your entire body and creating a protective aura around you. Now bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of breathing the breath entering in and leaving your body. With each inhale, imagine drawing in energy and inspiration, and with each exhale, release any self-doubt or negativity, allowing it to dissolve into the air. As you continue to breathe, repeat the following affirmations silently or aloud. I am deserving of empowerment and success. I embrace my unique strengths and talents. I trust in my abilities to overcome challenges. I am confident in expressing my authentic self. I am a force for positive change in the world. And with each affirmation, feel the energy and power resonating within you. Embrace truth and the feeling of these words, and let them infuse every cell of your being. Now shift your focus to your physical body. Start from the top of your head and slowly scan down all the way to your feet, bringing awareness to each part of your body. I want you to notice areas of tension or discomfort. And then as you exhale, allow them to release and melt away. Picture your body becoming lighter and more relaxed with each breath. Now imagine yourself stepping into a serene and empowering environment. It could be a beautiful setting or a sacred space, or any place that makes you feel strong and empowered. Visualize yourself standing tall, surrounded by supportive and inspiring energy. In this space, take a moment to reflect. See your goals and aspirations. Imagine yourself achieving them, envisioning the joy, fulfillment, and positive impact they will bring to your life and the lives of others. Embrace the confidence and empowerment that realizing your dreams will create. Now, as we come to the end of this short meditation, bring your attention back to your breath. Take a final deep breath in, filling yourself with gratitude for the inner power and strength that you possess. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes and carry this sense of empowerment and grounding with you throughout your day, knowing that you have the strength within you. Thank you so much. Now please feel free to pause if you need to. Take a breath, maybe a glass of water, just to allow yourself to come back into the room before we move on to the last section of the introduction. And if you're ready to move forward, we'll go straight on to what's on your mind. Now, this is one of those moments that I said you're going to need to pull out your journal and grab your pen. And I want you, now you're in a relaxed, responsive place, I want you to be able to write down what's on your mind, whatever that might be. Don't judge it. Don't think about it. If it's nothing, then you write nothing. It could be I haven't unloaded the dishwasher. It could be that I am feeling these feelings. But I want you to be able to write them down and let your brain just switch off while your hand does the work. It could end up being total gibberish, but it's your gibberish. And we're going to do this every day for the next 7 days. So feel free to start that now. And again, use the pause button if you need to, before we just go on to the thank you for today. I really appreciate you joining me for this micro course, and I do believe you're going to get a ton out of it. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 1. Many thanks. Bye-bye.